Well, Skip, I don't want to make this. Let's not overcomplicate this. Anthony Davis and LeBron James cannot get outscored by Devin Booker. Anthony Davis cannot get outplayed by DeAndre Ayton. The Lakers, a bigger of the two teams, cannot get out-rebounded by the Phoenix Suns. 75% of the 50-50 balls that could go either way, the Lakers need to be on top of them and come away with them. You're the I get it that you're favored. You're the lower of the seeds for a reason. Now, obviously, it had a lot to do with injuries. AD missed half of the season. LeBron missed a third or a quarter of the season. So we get that. But you are where you are. I expect those two guys to play better. I'm expecting, you know what I'm expecting, Skip. Yeah, the Beatles and Sullivan. I'm expecting something of that nature from Goat James.
Nobody knows the Beatles.
Yeah, you know the Beatles. You do.
I do.
I'm
surprised you do.
I'm expecting what do I call it, Jenny? What's that word? Virtuoso. Yes. Yes.
Pavarotti at Melbourne.
Yes,
Sydney,
yeah, the Sydney Opera House.
Yeah.
You remember that performance?
Yeah, I was there.
That's what I'm expecting. Anthony Davis and LeBron James, I'm expecting greatness tonight. And when I expect greatness from those two guys, they don't normally disappoint. So I expect, I'm expecting probably about 60, I'm going to say 55 to 65 between the two of them. Probably, LeBron going to get them assists up because he figured them out. I got to feel out what y'all want to do, how y'all talking. Skip, that's sometimes what you do. You go to a party and you sit back. Okay, it's a chill party. Okay, I'm going to chill. Okay, you go to the party, that thing rowdy, body. Okay, I'm right up in it. Figured them out game one. Y'all not going to send a double team. I'm about to punish Jay Crowder. I'm about to punish Mikal Bridges. AD, Crowder, you know how I gave it to you in the bubble. You know what I do. I'm going to go back to doing that. So for me, Skip, I got the Lakers at a very close ball game. I'm going to take them 110 to 104 over the Phoenix Suns to tie this series, go back home on Thursday, and then we're going to take a 2-1 lead. But AD is going to be the key. AD needs to play like I know AD can play. We're not shooting no jumpers over Jay Crowder. We're going to get his butt down on the block. Too little. You're too little.
Okay. So the problem with Pavarotti is you can't ask him to sing "She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain When She Comes." Do you understand? Because that's what's going to happen tonight. This is like a silly song that he's going to be asked to be singing.
Oh, you taking the Suns there? I'll take it.
No, I'm taking the Lakers in a cakewalk because all you need to know is that the Lakers were 2.5-point underdogs in Sunday's game one.
Yes, they were.
They lost by 9, and all of a sudden they are 2-point favorites. Say what?
You know.
That's a 4.5-point swing, and it is simply because Chris Paul is a right-handed player who will be restricted to playing mostly with his left hand.
Right.
And you know and I know what's about to happen. The Lakers will double off Chris Paul onto Devin Booker. That they will force the ball out of Book's hands.
They should.
They will force him to take nothing but impossibly difficult shots. And the Phoenix offense will be even more limited than it was in Sunday's fourth quarter when they managed to score all of 18 points and they still won the game by 9 points, which is completely, inexcusably impossible that the Lakers could let that happen. They held them to 18 points. Actually, Phoenix held itself to 18 points.
No, we did that.
If you do that times 4, that's 72 points for an NBA game.
We did that, and they're going to set screens on Chris Paul.
So, yeah, they'll rough him up. They'll knock him around.
Exactly. That's what we're going to do. For sure.
LeBron owes him for the cheap shot that he took. We get all that. So Phoenix managed to score a grand total of 99 points in game one, and tonight I think they'll be lucky to score 90 points. The Lakers are a very good defensive team. They're not a great one, but they're a good one.
We're the best.
Okay, well, you did statistically rank the best. I don't think you played that way in the last couple of months.
Think about what we did, Skip. They did that without AD for half the season. They did that for LeBron James for about 28 games. So even without those games, they never dropped out of the top 5 as far as defense.
Okay. This is the best bet of the night. I got Lakers by at least 15. I got 105 to 90. I want some of this. If I were a betting man, I would be all over the Lakers tonight because Monty Williams said yesterday, Chris is still sore, quote unquote. Remember, Chris said, I heard a crack. You heard a crack? It's still a very mysterious injury to me.
You think you sore now? Wait till you come out the game. You're going to think you played a football game.
Okay.
Because we're going to run into you. LeBron already saw how you're going to play this thing, Chris Paul. So right now, for the next however long this series goes, we're not friends. We're adversaries.
Okay, so Chris Paul said he heard a crack. They called it a contusion. I have no idea what happened to his shoulder. Did he have
he got a stinger?
I don't know what happened, but he could not use his right arm, his right hand. He couldn't even dribble right-handed. He couldn't control the basketball. He was throwing up shots sideways and actually threw.
He hit one in.
He accidentally made one in the second half, and I don't know how he made it. But here we go again. It feels like same time next year. It feels like history is repeating from last year's bubble trouble that I went through with your Lakers, because what happened? They lost game 1 to Portland, and then pretty soon Dame got hurt. Remember that?
I know that, Skip.
That's
he
what
got
happened.
hurt in the last game. We had to put pussy.
Second to last game, okay? But it was still a series, and he got hurt, and then he was ineffective.
Yeah, they were down 20 when he got hurt.
All right, but the point was he did get hurt. And then Houston.
What happened with that one?
Pretty dominant in game 1. And guess what? Houston won game 1. Yeah. That was with Russ and James obviously, there last year. And then right on schedule,
Danielle House.
Danielle House, he breaks the bubble rules. He gets caught, you know what, and he gets sent home, and they get sent reeling, and they lose 4 straight games. So you lose game 1, then 4 straight against Portland, lose game 1 to Houston, then 4 straight, and Houston just looks lost.
Well, ain't nobody tell me how that lady dress up like a pizza delivery person and try to deliver pizza to his room.
There you go. That's what happened. And then what happens in game 1 of the NBA Finals? You draw the 5th seed, but the 5th seed has an injured leading scorer in the playoffs, Goran Dragic. He's gone, and he tries to come back later in the finals, and he's just a disaster.
Man, teams have had players injured in NBA Finals and the regular. And
who is the heart and soul of the Heat last year? Bam.
Yeah, okay.
And kabam, he's gone in game 1 and was never the same. Did you not get breaks in the finals?
Hold on.
Did Pat Riley not say in the offseason, if we'd been healthy, I'd like to see
how that you healthy now?
Yeah.
You down 0-2, you healthy now, Pat?
Yeah.
Okay, but what
looks like they've run into a buzzsaw.
But
if Milwaukee keeps making like 33s, I think they're going to win the championship.
Yeah, they keep. If they make another 10 or 11 in the first quarter, it's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah.
But Skip, we know injuries are a part of this, and sometimes it's a war of attrition. Sometimes you look at Magic and Byron Scott hamstrings unravel. Isaiah got hurt in Game 6 after that performance, and then they lost Game 7. LeBron played the NBA Finals without Kevin Love, and Kyrie got hurt the first overtime game. But nobody seems to mention that. Only when LeBron, somebody from the opposing team that LeBron is playing, do they all of a sudden mention that. You didn't mention that when Kawhi won his title. Kevin Durant was already injured, and Klay Thompson got hurt. But they all Kawhi won it. Kawhi beat the Golden State Warriors. He beat a shell of the Golden State Warriors. You know that, but that's not what y'all do. But Paul LeBron, he got Dragic got hurt, and then right on cue, Bam got hurt, and then Danielle House got suspended, and Dame got hurt. You keep doing that. Stop that.
What happened in 2014 when your Heat got blown off the floor by a record finals margin? Were you hurt?
No. They just got Skip. They just got blown up. I was just like, they was making threes. I was like, there's no way they can continue to make threes like this for the entirety of a game, and they definitely can't do it for a series. And what did they do? They did it for the rest of the game, and they did it for the entirety of the series.
In 5.
Yeah, it happened. Yes.
Okay, so now, who was it? Richard Jefferson, I think he tweeted that LeBron should look at CP3 the way he used to look at Steph, as in go at him, compete hard with him, forget about friendship.
That's what I said.
That's
what I said yesterday.
Right? Okay, well, now you're going hard at a one-armed man. I mean, what's the, there's no competition.
That's why I'm going to beat him. You shouldn't have did what you did. You had one arm when you tried to yank my arm down. So guess what? I'm going to hard fire your ass back. I'm going to get you back.
Okay, fine. Here we go again with, I'm going to say this one more time, LeBron gets more passes than he throws, and he's still the best passer in basketball.
What pass did he got now?
In the fourth quarter the other day, he was shockingly not there for your team. As Phoenix was scoring only 18 points, he goes 1 of 4, 0 of 3 from 3, and 1 of 4 from the free throw line. He scores a grand total of 3 points, and he looks unplugged. He looks disengaged. He actually looked disinterested. Did you see him attack much? So he owes his team tonight's game, and I believe he will pay back tonight's game with a triple-double. I just believe he will because I don't think Jay Crowder can guard him. I don't think anybody on Phoenix can guard him if he cares, if he wants to go.
I want you to remember that now because next segment coming up because there's another guy that played 8.5 minutes and was 1 for 4, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, 0 for 2 from 3-point, and had 3 points in the fourth quarter. But we're going to talk about him next segment. So just remember that energy that you had about LeBron, about how he owes the Lakers, the guy that we're going to talk about the next segment, he owes his team. But back to our originally scheduled program.
Are you calling that other guy the GOAT and the best player on the planet?
Can we get back to our originally scheduled program?
Yes.
Which is the Lakers. Thank you. I don't worry about GOAT James. When was the last time you saw him have back-to-back bad games? Name the time. Name it.
I don't know.
Exactly. That's my point. And you don't forget nothing.
All I know is the GOAT, quote unquote, always needs a scapegoat. And right now it's Anthony Davis or AD as in A Disney, he can only play in the bubble.
No, actually the scapegoat is not AD. The scapegoat is Andre Drummond. Because anytime AD plays good, Drummond never gets mentioned. When AD plays bad, Drummond's clogging up the lane. But Drummond didn't clog up the lane when AD went 42-12, 5, 3, and 3, and is the only Laker player to ever have a stat line like that. It wasn't Drummond clogging up the lane. When he went 38 and 16 against Portland, up in Portland, Drummond was on the court. Nobody mentioned anything about Drummond. But the moment AD struggled, AD's struggling because he's shooting too many jumpers. Okay, if it's not going, if I'm a deep passing team and I can't connect on the deep pass, let me shorten some of the routes up or let me try to run the football. Okay, AD, the shots weren't falling over Jay Crowder. Get your butt down on the block. Hey, tell Drummond to go get out of there and drop step. And throw that baby hook or shoot the look over the top of Crowder. Don't bail him out. I'm not gonna let you off the hook. If I get a fish, I'm not letting him go, Skip. That's the whole thing. I'm gonna hold him. Keep tension in the line. Make sure, let him tie himself out. Then I drag his butt to the shore. But I got something for you. I want you to have that same energy that you talking with today, talking sideways about LeBron and AD. Have that tomorrow.
Drummond is not a scapegoat. He's a scape penguin because he is the big penguin and he needs to be put on ice by Vogel, as in Frank Vogel. Put on ice.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
I want to see his minutes limited to 8 or 10 tonight. I want to see AD playing the quote-unquote 5. I want to see him as the center of attention, manning the lane, patrolling the lane on defense.
No.
He's the one who can guard Ayton. And what's Ayton saying now? I want to be certified as the best young two-way center in basketball. You do?
First of all.
Off one game, one?
Thank you.
Really?
Bruh, stop. You're not even, bruh, you got a long ways to go.
Just
first of all,
2 weeks ago last night, I saw AD destroy Ayton.
Destroyed him.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to be nothing.
42 and 12.
He wanted to be the world tallest magician because he disappeared in that game. Now all of a sudden, hocus pocus, he reappeared talking. I got 21 and 16. I want to be the best two-way big man. I want to be a great one young player. Bruh, stop.
Well, LeBron went Houdini the other night. Boy, he did the other day in Phoenix. He was just gone in the fourth quarter. Now you saw him. Now you didn't.
Okay. I bet you see him tonight.
You should.
Yeah.
You better.
Hey, stay back, answer your phone. Maybe when I call, answer your phone, because you another would send me the voicemail, too.
I just predicted they're going to blow them out.
I don't want your prediction, because I already know what you get. Because you do that. I know what you
do it. It's look what the odds makers, they're screaming at you.
The odds makers ain't say nothing about no 15-point win.
I got it. It's the bet of the night. Best bet.
No, you slept.
You should put a little coin on this.
No, I ain't put no. Anything that you talk about, I ain't putting no coin on. You slept, Rock. You know about the Flintstones. We kept around, things start falling out the sky, and people get. No, you bad luck.
You're down 40 cases of Diet Dew to
35.
Me, and
35.
You wouldn't bet on anything I say?
35. I just won 5 on back because we went 5 and 2 down the stretch, like I told you.
How lucky were you to go 5 and 2 down the stretch? I had no idea Indiana was going to play nobody on that, what was it, Friday or Saturday night? Saturday night. And then the Pelicans were going to be the Skeletons in the final game, right? Final regular.
We 5 and 2. So 35.
Way to go.
I get them back before this playoffs over. I'll probably be down to nothing.
Really?
Yeah, I'll probably be down to nothing.
Okay. Well, I'll take the Lakers, and I'll give you...
No, you ain't got to give me anything.
I'll give you 12 tonight.
Nope.
You want it?
I'm not betting against the Lakers. You know better. Okay. But your day coming. You keep on that. You keep on poking.
Unfortunately, my night is coming because this is judgment night for me.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.